Yo, so I was told to do a showcase in my world about yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one. I'm gonna start out with the industrial area first because it's probably where the least amount of work has been in. There's like 4 farms in here. 2 of them don't even work anymore. So right here is a creeper farm. As you can see, a creeper just dropped in. This is a design built by Navy Nexus. Actually, everything in this area right here, not behind me, but in front of me, is designed by Navy Nexus. This is a zero-tick cactus farm that no longer works. However, I have all the cacti that I need, so I have no need to build another cactus farm because I mean, a double chest of green dye is more than enough that I need because I'm not making a super smelter with it or anything, so or an XP farm either. So that's enough. This creeper farm, it's pretty good starter creeper farm. I actually might make a bigger one, just don't know when because it's usually just me playing this world. This doesn't work anymore, but it worked really well and it gave a lot of sugarcane for a lot of rockets. Again, all of these 3 are designed by Navy Nexus. I'll link them in the description because you gotta give credit where credit's due. As well as this iron farm over here. This is built by Old Guy, designed by Old Guy, and this is a beast of an iron farm. This gives a ton of iron very fast. As you can see, I have a shulker box here, and this is actually not all the iron that I've gotten. I have at least, I want to say 5 shulker boxes of iron blocks. And I don't come to this area that often. And one thing about an iron farm, I'm pretty sure this works on every iron farms. If you put it over an ocean, you get fish and squid as well. And fish drop bones, the cats drop string, iron golems obviously drop iron, and they drop roses, and then squid drop black ink. I'm not sure if this works with glow squid, but it probably does. So that's really it in this industrial area. It's not much. I'm gonna go head over to the main area where everything is. So this is actually the second time you're recording this because the first time audio got messed up. So I wanted to redo it because, you know, what good is the video if the audio is all messed up? And here we are. So I want to give a little bit of not lore, but the ideology behind the actual build here. It's supposed to be a mythological type of build, right? So it's mixed in with medieval and then mythological archetypes, right? So that's why you have this big dragon over here. You have, I'll explain what this is later, but you have like weird, wacky things that you don't really see in a normal village. Like over here, to add to the mythological aspect, you have this mad scientist lab that I designed, and it's probably one of my favorite builds because it utilizes this glass right here, and so it's supposed to turn this state of glass, this state of liquid, it's a pink purple goo, into a state of matter that is gas. So you can see it goes up this tube into inside of here, and right here it gets transformed and it's steamed out. So this is supposed to be where everything mythological happens, where weird beasts and things come out, and that's where this comes in. So this is a vine monster. This is basically like an experiment gone wrong, you know. So there, first it was like a little plant, and then the house got corrupted with vines and things. You can see here it's overgrown, and then this vine monster grew on top of it. Now to the right of me is a villager trading hall that I built recently, and this is supposed to give a little bit more steampunk and medieval kind of vibe, because it's right next to this, right? This is very, very steamy, and it looks like as if there's someone working in here currently. So I want to give the same look to this in forms of life, because there are currently villagers inside, and the interior is very coppery, it's very wiry and things like that. Like the copper is supposed to signify wiring that's going through the build and things like that, to show that this build is functional. This is supposed to be like a little engine kind of thing, just to add a little bit more to the interior, and also because I needed space to fit villagers. And this is supposed to signify, you know, these are librarians and they study books and they give out books and things. Just in these little pockets right here, I just have wherever I could fit villagers. So I have one right there, I have another one right here, and I have one more right there. Honestly, I think I need a little bit more, because these ones in the middle are actually not done yet, but I'll do that later. Oh yeah, more to the build. So for the more medieval side of the build, I added this crane right here just to give it a little bit more functionality. It's not, you know, like real functionality like the villagers are, but I think that's, you know, that's already occupied with the villagers. So I added this crane here with like new shipment of books just for like intellect for the villagers and things. It's just more more the aesthetic of the build, in my opinion. It adds a lot just because it's very small. It's very easy to build, but it adds a lot to the build, in my opinion. And all this empty space right here and then this right here, it'll be filled in. This world's only been up for like a month and a few weeks. I want to say it's been worked on, because I worked on it for a month, right? And then I joined a private server called Whispercraft, and I played on that for around a week or two, maybe 2.5 weeks at most. And then I decided, you know what, I want to play on solo survival again, just because I liked my village. I kind of miss my village and the freedom that I got with the village and things. Just do whatever I felt like doing. Over here I have 3 more houses right here. This is supposed to be a little witch area, because it's supposed to be kind of like a magical kind of village, mythological. It's supposed to be very, very, not realistic, but at the same time, realistic in the sense of, magic kind of, you know? It's supposed to be more of a it's not realistic in the sense of human world, but it's realistic in the sense of a different kind of world. So the interior of this is not complete. It's not complete. There is no ceiling. I need to add more here. I'm thinking about adding like a brewing stand right here, and then maybe switching this out for maybe like a root or something. The turtle eggs are supposed to resemble like how witches make weird things. I might add like a potion right here and item frames and things like that. Here's the main idea of this interior is just for the enchantment room, because I need an enchantment table somewhere. So like I just decided to chuck it in here. Same with the nether portals, right? I didn't want like just having a random nether portal out in the open, so I made a lab for it just because it's more easier and it fits better with the aesthetic of the build, with the goo right here and the goo in here and then coming out right there. It's almost nighttime. I'll sleep and then I'll continue. Alright, now it's daytime, now let's continue. Over here, 2 more builds. They don't have an interior inside of them, but the main point of these builds is just to add like very weird things. Like I have a jack-o'-lantern right here. This build, I think I can add a little bit more to it because it was more of a rushed kind of build. But this over here, I wanted to give it more of like a very colorful and otherworldly kind of vibe. So it has these vines coming out, these little roots coming out, and then the roots coming out of the pot right here. And then I wanted to add like a little variant right here. So I use these. I'm pretty sure these are called orchids. I'm not 100% sure. Orchids, right? Yeah, blue orchids. And then over here is probably the main part of the build. So this cliff right here is actually inspired. Yo, it's me from the future. I'm editing this currently and the audio got corrupted. What I was trying to say is that this build was inspired by BOO. I'll link him in the description along with the rest of the people, like I said I would do in the making of this video. But I just wanted to clear that up because it's kind of annoying. It annoys me. I'm pretty sure it annoys other people too. So yeah. On Hermitcraft, and currently as this video is being made, Hermitcraft Season 8 is going on. This castle is also a design almost replica of his castle in Season 7. There are a little bit of differences because of I didn't want to, you know, make it block by block, but I still wanted to keep the beat up style within the build because, you know, this is his cliff idea. From what I gained, I got inspired from him to make this cliff. So I wanted to keep the same castle idea, same castle format as he did, just because it looks nice, you know. So I have the waterfall like he did, and the castle right here, and he built his castle in 1.16. I made mine the day that 1.17 came out. That's when I made this castle, right? So I actually had access to copper, and he didn't. So I just wanted to finish the little aspects that he had of his own castle, just in my survival world, because I thought it was a really smart idea. Over here, just have some more terraforming. Uh, yeah, just terraforming. I feel like anyone can do terraforming, it's not that difficult. And last thing I want to show is this house right here. So this is more of a terracotta and dye house, right? So this is where I keep all my terracotta, my bones, bone meal. The shulker box here is where I keep all my plant things, like my trees and things. Cause I still need to build a little bit more trees and stuff. This is more storage out the back. And then in here, there's a little office area. Just an office area just to fill in some space here. You got a little book here, you've got a lectern right here, just like studying things. I might add a little bit more, maybe like a lantern or something, just small things, This is where all the clay and terracotta gets stored and processed and everything. Here we have like stored terracotta and then like stored clay right here. And then over here is a stairwell, more storage right here because storage is very useful. There's a chicken right there. He's been pooping eggs and things. And here's an attic. Now, I don't go in here often. I actually only have one thing in here. And I have no clue why these are trap chests. Because I could have sworn I used regular chests, but I think someone may have changed it to trap chests. But I just have one piece of terracotta to the entire build. Oh, the entire attic, actually. Now, to signify that I actually don't go in this attic that often is the cobwebs right here, and also because it's an attic, so like it's kind of dusty and it's kind of unclean most of the time. Actually, I've never seen a clean attic, but the only times I've actually seen attics are my neighbor and movies. I wonder if people actually clean their attics, because I don't. I haven't been in my attic in a long time. Yeah, a very long time actually. Very long time. So, as I said before, this world's only been up for a month, right? There's a lot of improvements that need to be done. Like this over here is a storage area that that needs to be finished somehow. So, originally this was supposed to be an iron farm. I was gonna put an iron farm in here, but I felt like it was too close to the villagers and it was messing up things because originally I had a building right here where I had a villager breeder, but now I don't need a villager breeder because I have it somewhere else. But then I turned this into a storage system because I needed a storage. There was shulker boxes everywhere. It was much messier than what it is like over here, which I need to clean up right here. But it was like there was a giant chest monster everywhere. It was very messy. And the same with the beacon right here. I'm not sure what to do right here. I was thinking of putting a dragon statue here, much like that, which I haven't shown yet, but I will. And I might take the beacons out because as you saw like a couple seconds ago, I click this menu a lot and it gets very annoying because I play on an iPad, so that gets annoying. Let me show you just a little bit closer the castle right here. So the back is not complete because I'm currently still working on the build, but the front, well, I guess this is actually the back of the build. This part right here is complete. But on the actual front side, I want to do that with my own like building expertise because I don't want to, like I said before, I don't want to make it block for block. I just wanted to give the little aspects of what beat-ups had. So like with this cliff and things, he had a castle right here and he had some trees and he had finished the mountain and all that. I'll finish the mountain definitely just so I have it done. And then here's the dragon. Dragon is nowhere near complete. I'd say it's a little bit around 40% complete. As you see here, the limbs right here, they're not fully done. The head is barely being worked on. The horns are barely being worked on. This tongue is not realistic at all yet. There's no fire coming out of it. And just like the rest of the builds, this dragon does have a story with it. So this dragon is supposed to be like the beast protector of the land, right? So to signify that, I wanted to use similar blocks that I use in here, which is, you know, deep slate and dark colors. So I'm using the same castle blocks on the dragon. So it looks like the dragon actually belongs here along with the castle. I might add another like dragon right here on the tower, but not with the same ideology as this, but as like an enemy dragon, because like I said, this is supposed to be a protector of the area. So if I had fire coming out of the dragon and it's pointing to this tower, it wouldn't really make sense, because this tower is supposed to be here. So if I wanted to add fire, because you know, it just look a lot nicer with fire and glass and things, I'd probably have to add another dragon right here, a much smaller dragon, not on the same scale as this, because this is a very big scale to do on Survival, I'm pretty sure. It's took a couple days to do, actually, all the planning and things. One last thing, I want to talk about these horses. Now, this is only possible in Bedrock Edition. This one's not that fast. Hold on. Let me show you how this works, actually. So I'm gonna come across here, right? And all you do is hit them with speed 2. So I have redstone for that. Speed 2. Oh, that one's tamed. This one isn't tamed. Let me tame this one real quick. As you can see, it's very fast already. And it's very stubborn. It's very stubborn. Let me feed it a little bit. And then maybe? No? This one tamed? This one's already tamed. That's not the one. Uh-oh. Come on, tame. Okay, this now it's tamed. Now let me feed you. Feed you, they'll breed, and they made offspring. This one actually needs to go, but I'll show you how fast they are. So as you can see, they are super fast. They go at incredible speeds, and honestly, if you go too fast, you might start lagging a little bit. But as far as I know, this only happens on Bedrock. It's the speed 2 potions, they carry on through the horses. I'm not sure why you're so in love. Okay. I'm not sure what causes this. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, but it's very fun to use, and I think it also adds a little bit more to the lab right here, because they're genetically modified. In a sense, they are genetically modified, because you know it's more of like experimenting. I want to make either a horse stable, either up there or like down here. I think I'll put it up there. It'll be more fitting up there on the castle, maybe. You know how like castles have like guards and they have knights and all that with horses and things. And, like kings, they ride horses and things. So I think it'll make sense with the castle and stuff. So I'll make a horse stable over there, and then I'll move these guys and then put them up there, and then see how fast I can get them to go. I have a feeling that they can probably go 100 blocks per second, but that might be a little bit too fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep here, and then I'll end the showcase as I sleep.